Hello. I was trying to tweet this, but it doesn't work. Okay. Configuration or whatever, done. What the fuck? Hello? Whoever is there. I'm not sure if this is even working. Because it says green. Okay. Hello. Yeah, this is a video I had. It's not related to what I was going to say today. Okay. Today, what did I say? Ikigai. And then next week. So, yeah, this is basically what I did the other day, right? $2024. Okay, so this. Yo, how was yesterday? Yeah, it was fine. I played PUBG, basically. My tummy hurt a little bit, but yeah, I didn't do anything special. I just went to dinner as always, even though my tummy hurt a little bit. But yeah, I just played PUBG earlier than I used to. Usually I play after I stream, but yesterday my friends wanted to play earlier, so I said fuck it. How are you? How's it going? I'm thinking about things. I was thinking about what will I have to do, because tomorrow I have to cook. Well, not cook myself all. I have to help my mom with some cooking. So I don't know when will I finish. I'm fine. The Twitch is a bit. Yeah, makes sense. They give you a cream, right? Some kind of lotion or something. Okay, yeah. I wanted to think about, and I was thinking about waking up earlier because I will have to wake up earlier on Tuesday. I mean earlier. Like I'm waking up at 1 p.m. So earlier means like at noon. Sorry. And yeah, I was thinking about that, but that I want to do that maybe more. Because I'm thinking of these priorities, and I'm thinking of why I'm going to bed so late, and it's because sometimes it has a purpose, which is having peace and quiet, having calm, having the quietness of the night and the lack of interruptions. Yeah, had to buy it from the pharmacy, but in the beginning you are not supposed to use it. Only after around to this. Oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah, I didn't know the details. I saw when my brother got his tattoos. I saw the bottle on the bathroom. I think. A friend also, when the friend got them, I saw it. But yeah. It's like the COVID vaccine, right? It itches a little bit. We were talking about that yesterday with some friends about the COVID vaccine. And yeah, I was saying, yeah, that I like nighttime because I don't have interruptions. I have two times without interruptions. This time, where I'm usually not interrupted. It is because it's healing, so it's fine. Yeah, nice. And the other time without interruptions is nighttime. Because if I wake up, the problem with me waking, I don't have any problem, intrinsic problem with waking up earlier, right? I don't have any, I don't hate mornings, right? I could wake up at 10 instead of at like 1 p.m., right? And I will have like 3-4 hours in the morning to do things. And sometimes I have woken up that early. But when I wake up at that time, the only thing I want to do is to walk outside. Because if I stay in my house at that time, suddenly I'm required for things, right? Everyone in my house, either my dad usually doesn't, but my mom will come in and start saying things, right? Telling me things and telling me to do things. And at night, that doesn't happen. So I like staying late because of that, because it doesn't happen. The problem is that at night, I can't do things like this. I can't record things and all these things, right? But if I get interrupted, I can't record either, right? So I don't give a shit, right? I make the trade-off. But the problem is that now what happens is that at night, late night, at super late nights, I get basically I am more tired, obviously, right? So I don't have the will to do things. Like if I want to make a website, for example, I don't have the will to make the website. Or writing, I don't have the will to write. Or music, I don't have the will to play music. What? Any of those things. Or to edit videos, for example. I don't know. This is what I was thinking about, and this is why I want to reorganize this priorities list, because I want to reorganize the priorities list based on like time I can dedicate, like what period of time I want to dedicate. I also don't like alarms, and the problem is that I already have the rhythm of waking up at this time, at 12. I'm also active at night, and when my friends leave Discord at some point, I often want to play the guitar because I don't like to practice while I'm talking to people. But at night, I'm not allowed to play. Yeah, that makes sense. Who do you live with, by the way? Do you live with your parents too? You said that no, you lived in Berlin with, not to your brother. Your brother came to visit or something, and your parents lived some other place, right? Okay, so you're not allowed, I guess, in the building, right? The building rules or whatever the fuck. They don't let people do noise at night, I guess. Makes sense. But yeah, that's also why I don't want to. I don't know. I think of going to live alone many times, but then I realize that actually, if I go to live alone with the money that I will have, right, which is not a lot, I will have to basically abide by the same rules that I will have to abide by when I'm living alone, right? Not alone with my family, right? So it's like common sense rules, right? Like it's common sense that you couldn't play music at night, but on the other hand, if that's what if that's what I want to do, right? Or like take a shower in the morning, right? Not in the morning, but like how do you say madrugada in English? Madrugada. Early morning. Dawn. No. Madrugada is basically the night. Between midnight and sunrise. Yeah, it's this time. This is called dawn. No, but because dawn means like when I say madrugada, I mean this time. Time between midnight and sunrise. I live alone. My sister came to visit. Oh, sister, no brother. Okay. And yeah, my parents live in German. It's Niedersachsen. Sachsen. I don't know what it's called in English. Niedersachsen. I've never been here, by the way. Hanover. I know a friend from Discord that lives here in Bremen. I want to go to Wolfsburg because of Volkswagen. Göttingen. This is a famous place, right? Many universities back in the day. Cool. I like that. I'm not sure why it doesn't show. Planetarium Wolfsburg, Stiftung, Automuseum, Volkswagen. Where is the Volkswagen Turm or something? Volkswagen Autoturm, maybe. Yeah, these things. I want to go there. Autostadt. Yeah, this. Hola, qué guapo. Seat Pavilion. Ritz-Carlton Wolfsburg. Wow. Never seen it myself. I don't travel a lot. But how do you? This. The Turmfahrt in der Autostadt. This is the one thing I want to see. This is a huge tower with a lot of cars inside. I want to see this. I don't know. I have this in a list here. But yeah. I like to put the little green flags like here. So in case I ever like I don't know, I actually go there, right? I see in the map. I see it. Oh, I wanted to go here. I remember. And here I have something, one of the things that I wanted to make yesterday, for example. I opened this yesterday. Fuck it. Let's copy the link and put it here, for example. Apply for stuff and maybe hire me doc. I'm not sure if you've seen this, but there are people who do this date me doc. Date me doc. Yeah. As you see, it's like the New York Times does a piece on something, and then every fucking Spanish medium 3 days later translates it and and makes some shit. Reactor. Let's see. Yeah, it's basically like online dating profiles, but it's just like a Google Doc or a Notion page or something like this, right? Something like this, right? She made a document, and she says something like "date me." She puts a couple of pictures, she writes kind of her bio and whatever, and then lists a couple of more things, right? Yeah. What am I looking for? Boom, 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 boom. A couple of location, age things. Yeah. These are not sure of all, but for example, Jose Luis Ricon, this is a guy I followed on Twitter, right? So it's a kind of saw his page. For example, I saw these documents on Twitter before the New York Times made a piece about it. Right? So I was like, huh. Yeah. I think I've seen Katya's as well. I didn't see May's one. What's called? Lee. I didn't see Lee's one. But I saw, for example, I think I saw Jose's. Well, maybe I didn't actually read Jose's because I didn't want to date him. But yeah. I don't know. It is interesting, right? And I thought of basically doing something like this, but for job, right? Like, because I think the subtleness between, like, I think, yeah, let's think about this, right? So, hire me doc. Like, isn't this literally a resume? Isn't this literally a resume? Lol. And my point is that no, it's not literally a resume, right? There are qualitative differences between a resume and this, right? In this, like in a date me doc, for example, you put whatever the fuck you want, basically, right? If you put basic dating facts, it's like even basic dating facts include subtleties because they have been written, that basically a very detailed Tinder profile. Kind of. Yeah, kind of. But because of, I guess, the unlimitedness of a blank page, right? Because of the freedom that the blank page gives you, you can kind of explain more things, right? And also you can put more photos and in the layout that you want, right? You can do it like her, like she did it. You can put a little like this, a cute emoji, right? You can link your website and your Twitter account. You can just write a couple of paragraphs. You can embed your tweets. You can link to more things, right? So if you write in San Francisco, then maybe you can, I don't know. It has like this hypertext, because not everyone uses Google Docs, for example. Many people use like their literal personal websites, and they put something like that, right? And I don't know. I thought it was interesting, right? I thought that making one of these a hire me doc would be better than posting a resume, right? Because the problem with resumes is that if you want to make a resume open, right? Like resumes are cool if you are applying to something, right? If I am applying to your company, and yeah, if I'm applying to your company, and you have these very strict requirements, right? Well, not strict. You have these requirements, some desired, some strict, right? Then it makes sense for me to share my experience or my whatever in this simple document that outlines what I've done that's related to what you asked for, right? But if it's a document to be out there in the open, there is nothing to tailor yourself to it. So you have to express the preferences yourself. You have to be like, I want to do this and these things, right? I want to do this and this. And that resumes suck for that. The format of the resume sucks because it's like, what have you done before? And what if the things don't match up, right? What if there are gaps in your resume, right? It's like, then it's perceived as like, oh, there are gaps here, right? Instead of being a good place to explain the gaps, right? I don't know. That's my thinking, right? And I wanted to make one of these, right? Because of what I was reading the other day about luck, right? Oh, see, the resource expired. I have to download it somewhere. Because of this, what I was reading the other day about luck, right? I think it makes sense to have something like this, right? I don't know. And the Twitter job board thing, Twitter job board. My profile here was kind of lol. Yeah, basically that the thing that I would my profile here Well, this is providing construction, but okay, Control T. Boom. Control K. Yeah, that I want to basically. Essentially, both of these things are similar, right? But it makes sense for me to do something outside of this because this is a pretty niche site, right? So it's like people. I want to be here in case people who are in the site look at this, but also I want to have something like this outside of here. So yeah, maybe tomorrow, before doing the thing, before applying to DevRel stuff, I will write this doc. I will rewrite this doc/profile and see what happens. Maybe I'm going to put this before. Yeah. Before priorities and I don't know. I also want to think about money. How? I don't know. I want to ask you, how do you think about money? But that's a pretty open question, I guess, right? Do you have a budget each month? Because, for example, I don't have a job, right? That's why I'm looking for all these things. But it's not like I'm broke, right? Like, well, I am broke in the sense that in my debit card there is very little money, right? But my net worth, you could say, I have like investments, you could say. So I have things, right? And I don't want to touch some of those, but some others, like I've been taking out, and I spend that money sometimes, right? Like I have to live, I have to go out with my friends. Yesterday I spent money, right? So all of those things cost money, and I'm basically running on savings, on risky savings, because they are not like they are cryptocurrencies. Basically, I am horrible with money. I just throw it out when I have it, and start to save it. Save if I have little. Lol. Have you had jobs? Because right now you are studying, right? But maybe before? Or do you have a job right now while you study? For example, I'm not sure if I'm horrible with money or not, right? Because I wouldn't say I'm horrible with money, right? I'm horrible with making money. That's my problem, right? That I don't make money. But when I made it, the problem is that I made very little. But when I made my 500 euros per month, I managed them responsibly, I would say, right? I put a little bit aside for savings, right? The problem is that I saved, you could say, too riskily, right? I saved into my index funds. So, yeah, I saved them into my index funds, and yeah, I actually kept a lot of cash and didn't spend it. Yeah, I guess I was pretty responsible, right? I don't, but I never budgeted anything, right? I didn't have a budget. I simply, also because it was during COVID, so I didn't buy many things, right? But yeah, I guess I never like analyzed it. I set aside a little bit for investments, and then the other things I just saved and spent whenever I felt like it, I guess, right? Yeah, I was working while studying around for my first year, but it was too much all at the same time, so now I have Bafog. What's Bafog? Now I have Both? No, not it. Yeah, I get it. We're working for study. Money from the state, I guess. Oh, interesting. BAföG. Bildungsgerechtigkeit. ¿Qué es el BAföG? Oh, okay, it's some kind of money for studying. Esquema de apoyo principal del estudiante patrocinado por el Estado alemán. Holy shit. That's fucking dope. 50% of the back, it's a scholarship, and the rest is a loan. Oh, so it's like half is actual money and the other half is a loan. Interesting. Is just money you get while studying and later you pay parts of it back. Yeah. But you also get little to nothing if your parents earn a lot. Yeah. Yeah, in Spain, I think we don't have this. I don't think it's that widespread because this seems like it's more widespread. But yeah, there are like scholarships and all these things. But yeah, they also they depend a lot on what your parents earn. When my sister said she could gotten 12 euro a month in BAföG, so she declined. Yeah. Yeah, when I was studying also, I think we could have applied to some. I mean, you can always apply, right? So, yeah, I could have applied to this. In Spain, they are called La Beca MEC. So, MEC, scholarship. And MEC means like Ministry of Education, I think, or something like that. I actually don't know what it means. Beca MEC. Yeah, I guess it's just the ministry thing. And yeah, I did that. Well, I didn't do that, right? I didn't apply because applying, the applying process itself is very annoying. And my dad didn't want to do it, right? He was like, I will just pay you whatever, right? Because, yeah, they give you like, it's like 1,200 per year or something. No, 1,200 euros per month for the whole year. It's on a yearly basis, right? You have to apply every year. And but yeah, it's basically if your parents have money, it's like they don't even do it, right? They don't give you anything. It's like 1,200, then there is like 400 or something, and then there is zero. Like you get denied. It's like that. So yeah, so I never applied. I don't know. Yeah, but the thing I wanted to talk about money because of this thing, right? I want to know. Yeah, I want to like also regarding this priorities thing, right? I want to prioritize what should I buy, right? Because I sold some crypto, right? I sold cryptocurrency because it has been rising, so I now have a little bit, right, set aside in like spendable money, and I'm like, what should I spend it on, right? Because I don't want to blow it up in bullshit. For example, I don't know. If, for example, last year I bought a whole year of an app to learn German, actually. Well, it's a language learning app in general, but I used it for that. But I never used it, right? So I got a refund, and I don't want to go through the process of getting a refund again, right? And I want to think about what should I spend my money on, right? For example, because I was thinking, this is super annoying. I have this, my headphones are running on this cable that is not collapsible, right? And I want one of those collapsible cables. And I think I'm going to get one because this is super annoying. And it annoys me literally every day, right? Every day I wear these headphones for like 8 hours every day. So I am like, I don't know, that seems like a worth investment. And it's like, the cable is like what? 15 euros. So I'm like, okay. But then there are like other questions. Because there is, for example, some game design information or something, right? Some game design course, basically an online course, 400, and I'm like, whoa, those are bigger numbers, right? And I have to think like, okay, why do I want this, right? Do I even want to make games? I'm like, in a sense, yes, but in another sense, no, right? So that I'm holding off for the moment, right? Unless crypto goes like rocket ship, I'm not. But yeah, then I want to think about the middle, right? The things in the middle between the 15 euros cable and the 400 euro course, right? What things do I want to buy, right? What do I want? ChatGPT, for example, 20 euros per month, right? Not a single time use. 20 euros per month. 23 euros, actually. Like 22 point something. Do I use ChatGPT enough for me to be like, 23 euros? Is it going to enable things? Or is it just going to be not enabling things? RAM. Computer, for my computer, right? RAM sticks. 100. A little bit less, I think. 80. 80 euros in RAM memory. Am I going to use it? I think so, right? For example, that is a good prioritization. RAM memory. I think I would use RAM memory because my 16 gigs are getting kinda slow, and for editing video it is annoying, right? So if I get them and see that, because I have so many Chrome applications open, it's always like very full, my RAM memory. But I'm not sure if it's I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if I get 32, for example, if it will be like this, but with 32. Or if it will actually work in the way I intended. But yeah, for example, I think that would be a worthy investment. See, I want to think in this kind of expenditure versus investment, right? And I think if you think hard enough about something, you can convince yourself that everything is an investment, right? If you love coffee and you get a coffee every day, you can be like, no, but this is an investment, right? I still pay a streamer 5 euros per month, but I almost stop watching him. I have some other things that are the same way. I cancelled my Nintendo subscription because I used it never in the year or so I had it. Yeah. I also support a couple of YouTubers like that, right? And also I support one that I barely watch. Streamers, I don't think so. I don't pay anyone. Streamers, sometimes I put the Prime money somewhere, right? But yeah, for example, I also don't know to which things I'm subscribed to. I think I don't have Netflix anymore, right? The thing is, Netflix, for example, I shared the account with a friend, and I think that, yeah, I think we agreed to stop, but I think he has kept paying the Netflix, right? Because I tried to log in and it worked. I don't know. But I don't use Netflix, for example. But I do have the Amazon thing. I have Amazon, whatever, Prime or whatever. And I used to pay ChatGPT. I pay, for example, €3 per month for GeoGuessr, but I barely play GeoGuessr anymore, right? So I think I should cancel it and only renew it when I play. But I don't know why I've never done it. I think I've spent, I guess, €20 or something in the last year because of that. And yeah, I support a couple of YouTubers. I support one YouTuber on YouTube, right? And another on like Patreon or something like that. And I'm like, I don't know. This is harder, right? Because I never supported because I wanted to get something back, right? That's the thing. Well, I guess in a way I did, right? I don't know. What did I say? I said RAM. Okay. Money. Things to buy. Well, fuck it. I have it here already written. Right. So, things to buy. Oh yeah, see, this is bike license, bike cars. This is like what? See, this is two different things, right? So one is things I want to buy when I get big money, right? Big money meaning more than now, not necessarily a lot, right? But enough to get a bike license, right? And I have to enough to think about getting a bike license and being like, yeah, I can get a bike license, right? So like this is undetermined money, a bike license, because it depends on how many lessons you need. But it's like €1,000, maybe 1,500, maybe 500. It depends. But I have to be in a position where I can be like, okay, yeah, if it's 1,500, it doesn't matter, right? And I want to think about those things, but right now I was thinking about the little money, right? Things I want to buy now with little money. And that is cable. Cable, auriculares. Curso turbio. Game design. 400. Chat GPT 23 more. Let's say 20 euros. Yeah, then the things I want to buy also, these are the things that I didn't want to go over on stream were like clothes and stuff like that, right? Clothes. Because I don't like to talk about that. But I have a list of that. But because I don't have space, right? I think that because of lack of space makes no RAM. What was that? Like 40 to 80. 40 to 150, let's say. Because it depends. I asked on Reddit, I asked people on Reddit what would be the ideal way of doing it. And people said, yeah, because I already have 16 gigs, right? And I shared the specifications of this RAM, right? I said, like, yeah, the speed they're going through or whatever. And they were like, yeah, I would just get the whole set. And yeah, that could be like 150. Maybe I will ask Twitter. Maybe ask Twitter. Maybe the bottleneck isn't even RAM. And yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, I want to also. There are some things that I want to do to my room, right? Room things, and these relate to this lack of space thing, right? I wanted to get a different bed, tall bed, because I'm right now. I have, well, I don't want to show it. Well, I can show it. I don't mind. Something like this, right? So this is my room. And the things that you see here, right? This is like a bed. You can see that it is a bed, right? And I don't know how these are called, bunk beds, right? So the thing that is supposed to be another bed. And this was like when I lived with my brother, when I slept in the same room as my brother, like we shared this room. But this was like maybe 10 years ago when we shared a room. I haven't shared this room ever. But I kept the bed. And the idea was to use the lower thing as kind of a sofa or whatever. But it's actually a shitty layout for a sofa because it's too big for a sofa, right? It's 90 centimeters. Almost a meter. So it's not ergonomic, you could say, as a sofa. And it doesn't have like a backrest. And I just ended up filling it with shit. So now I have a lot of shit. and I want to change that. Did you draw those when you were younger? Yeah. Yes. Back when I liked cars, I guess. Yeah. All these cars are kind of car models that I made up. Right? These are all made up. They have like just a made up name by me or something. This one is one I drew when I was very young. I think this one must be drawn when I was like, I guess, even younger than 8 or something, like 5 years old, maybe something like this, in preschool type shit. These ones are older, I guess. I printed this Ferrari picture on the school computer when I was 11 or 12, 10, 11, 12, those ages, like 5th, 6th grade. These Star Wars things are like based on like the Lego minifigures, kind of drawn based on those. I think it's cool to keep those up. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I've always liked this kind of memory wall type shit. And here, yeah, those. These are gifts by someone. Like the one that's covered by everything, he was an Argentinian guy in my school, and he did this kind of graffiti type shit. He called them tags, but I don't know, they were more elaborate than tags. And this is a Pokemon thing, and this was kind of a anime type waifu or something like this. That a friend from school. Well, I'm no longer close, I guess, with any of them, but I don't know. I kept them because they were, I don't know, they were like custom made for me. Not custom, but yeah, they drew them for me, right? So I was like, oh, that's cool. I had them in my wall here. Then yeah, more Star Wars type shit here. This is a Switzerland map from a chocolate thing that I liked. This is a concert, a David Guetta ticket concert. This is one of those train passes or something. I'm not sure if it's train or if it's like telephone cards from Japan. This is a dollar bill from a concert. It's a fake dollar from a rapper here in Spain. He had his face on the dollar bill. This is when here are my kind of motorsport related things. This is when I was in a track day in F1 in Barcelona. Then there are a couple of like paddock entrances things for when I was racing. Well, I didn't race, but when I was in this racing team, a motor student thing, this competition, they had like these paddock access type things, and I have some of those there as well. ISO. Hello, Coscoro Drift. Hello. I never drew or anything, and I didn't like pictures, so my memories to the past are rather slim, or at least when you go for a number of pictures, etc. It's not like I can't remember my past. I just have few reminders, I guess. Yeah, actually, I don't know. I have physical memories a kind of a lot, I would say, right? And I do, but I don't have a lot of pictures either. Well, it depends. Depends on what scale, right? I do have. My family does have like a lot of albums of memories, I guess you could say. And I would say that I don't have, like, I actually don't remember a lot. Right? I would say that maybe I have the opposite. I have a lot of reminders. Well, not a lot, but I have some physical reminders. But I don't actually remember a lot of things. I don't know. I forget easily, or maybe I pushed the memories downward somewhere or something, or have bad recall, or maybe I recall them less often. Right? Because I have friends who seem to remember a lot, but I'm not sure if because they remember a lot by themselves or because they have some kind of sort of process to do that. Maybe because they seem to like talk a lot about these anecdotes over and over again, right? And I think that helps remember them. Meanwhile, I don't talk a lot about anecdotes or stuff like that. So I forget. And I think they don't mind being unreliable narrators, maybe. And I do mind. And hello, by the way, hello, Quadro. I was talking about. Yeah, why did I show the thing? Oh yeah, to show the things I want to do to my room, right? I want to get so I want to get a taller bed. I'm doing all right. I'm on my bullshit, back on my bullshit, thinking about what I'm going to do next week, as usual. Instead of living in the present, I'm living in the future, which is bad, I guess. But I don't know. It's what I do. Then I wanted to get a standing desk because I don't like my desk. But the problem is that my desk is too wide. Well, it's not a problem. I wanted it like that. But the problem is that I don't use the wideness well. So might as well just get a regular desk and get storage space, I think. Narrower desk, standing desk. And I was thinking of repurposing the thing in case it can be done, but maybe it's better to not do it like that. Because the problem with my desk is that it's too. Yeah, let's say. Suggest buy high mobility monitor stand and mini portable desk for table mouse. Can you share what high mobility monitor stand means? I think I have an idea, but one of these kind of, right? Yo, what the hell is this? When tired, stand up, tilt monitor upward, put mini table on main table and put keyboard on it, mouse on it, boom. Yeah, I don't know. The problem is that I'm not sure if I can show my setup here, but I have 3 monitors. And with 3 monitors, it's hard. I could have less monitors, but for example, when doing these streaming things, it's pretty useful to have a lot of monitors. I can have here my OBS, I can have here the stream with the chat, and I have here like side windows to take notes, and I have the main monitor here, for example. It's handy. But when tired, stand up. Yeah, I do sometimes the thing when I want to play games or something. Sometimes I try to have better posture or whatever. But yeah, I want to get a proper standing desk because Because here it's hard to get a standing desk. Yeah, I didn't think of that. No, here it's pretty straightforward. Like IKEA has standing desks. IKEA standing... Well, let's say... Escritorio elevable. Yeah, here it's or like this, for example, FlexiPod. Yeah, right now my table is 2 meters, so 200 times 60. I think it's very narrow in that sense. 200 by 60. And I want to get something shorter, maybe like 160, but 80 is too deep because I don't have space in my room for that. That's the problem. But yes, you can see they are pretty expensive, right? I don't want one of these that with the fucking crank shit, right? I want one of the motors, the one with the motors. And those are like 560 or something like this. There are some here that are cheaper. And yeah, if I got only this, yeah, but see this the size of the board, they limit it a lot. I mean, this is pretty fucking crazy. Let's see. Rank horizontal. Yeah, I don't know. I would want to get one of these, kind of. $120 by 60. Lol. Yeah, maybe I would get one of these. Try it on with my 2 meters thing, and then I don't know what I would do exactly. But yeah, I want one of these, and then a narrower desk, probably, and a standing desk, and then I would want to get the space that I get, the extra space that I get thanks to having a narrower desk, some kind of structure to store things. Kind of a bookshelf or some shit. But yeah, I haven't considered making my own standing desk. I would definitely buy it. But making it would kind of be interesting. Those manual standing desks seem actually kind of interesting. This, lol, I guess this would be... I mean, I'm not sure how hard would it be to make it, but... Lol, the copy is interesting. Changing posture from sitting to standing up, it's very healthy. And the handle lets you exercise your arms while you regulate the height. Moving the body makes you feel good and work better. Kind of cool that they sell it as a feature, right? No, this is for exercising, actually. I mean, they have a point, right? You can alternate, maybe lowering with the left one and hiring. Even moving the handle is a selling point. Yeah. If you make one, right, you could sell them. Right? If you make your standing desk and you make it with a handle, you can sell it too, and you can be like, yeah, actually, this is a feature, right? Whoa, this is interesting. Wonder how do they make this? Rotera model viewer. Interesting. I don't know. What else would I have? Would I want to make? Yeah, the problem is that I have a lot of shit. Right? I have a lot of shit, and I don't know where I would start all these things. That's a custom class name, and you can't understand the canvas element, the canvas programming from an element explorer. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to know like what technology they used, because sometimes they like the names of the things. Relatively, you can look at the 3JS. Interesting. Yeah, I have used 3JS. Just like this. And it worked. But I didn't get very far. Is 3JS difficult? Is free to use? Oh yeah, I actually had a SketchUp. Can you see? SketchUp. Yeah, here. Hope the computer doesn't crash because I have a lot of Chrome windows open. My brother helped me make this. Well, he made most of it, I think. Meizenigi. Yeah. See, this is my room. This is how it would look. You can see this is my. Yeah, it has my old monitor layout. I had my monitors here bigger. And we were rethinking things. For example, right now I have one of these, and I have this one here, and I have a smaller one like this here, and I was thinking that maybe I could. I hate this program. It's so fucking. Okay. How can I? A lot more like million tabs. Yeah, I have a lot. Yeah, I was thinking of what to do with the. Well, with the space. No. Fuck, I hate this software. Done. Better. Yeah, here, for example, I was comparing what kind of sofa to use because I saw a couple of options in IKEA. And I wanted to get one of these, but these are difficult to find. And I don't know, I also feel like they are pretty stupid. I don't know, it's too big, doesn't store a lot of things. I don't know. I wanted to have one of these to put these kind of boxes below because I have two of them. And I wanted to get this taller bed because mine doesn't leave a lot of room. Like it leaves a lot of space that's kind of wasted, you could say, because if it's too low, so you can't use the space below for anything, which is cool if it's just a bunk bed. But if it's not a bunk bed and you want to, I don't know, you want to put stuff below, it's hard. And I wanted to, because my house is shit. Well, my room especially, it has this problem. Which is this big ass column, right? Because of this big ass column, I have all this gap between the where the bed goes and where and the gap that the column leaves. So the only solution I found to that it's narrow enough to fit here, right? It's these kind of small ass shelves. Looks pretty cool, but a bit small. Yeah, that's my room in a nutshell. Well, actually, my room is not pretty cool, but yeah, my room is really small. So there are not a lot of possibilities, and because of these shitty design decisions, like the column robbing off all of this space, I can't put the bed right up the wall, right? Because the door is here. So as you can see here, I can't put the bed right up the door. So I have all of this fucking wasted space in an already small room. And if I put the bed here, the bed is by the sun, right? It's by the window. The window is here, and my desk is no longer by the window. Right? It no longer receives light, and it would be kind of facing there with more darkness. I don't know. So it's pretty shitty design in terms of the house. So yeah, the bed, and also like the place where you put beds usually is like facing the door, right? Kind of. I don't know, maybe when my brother is back, I can ask him what would happen if I put the bed right up there. Yeah, but the problem is that this looks really awkward in real life, because in real life I can see what this is, what this is here, right? I can see that here it's a window and there is like a radiator below. So I can see that putting the bed here would give me this column. It would sit like around here. And my brother's room, for example, it's set up that way, kind of. And he also has it modeled, and he has it modeled in a different software. So his model looks actually like really fucking realistic, right? He's also put a lot of detail in modeling it. So he's put a lot of detail. Actually, these doors are similar enough, but yeah, he's put more detail in modeling the door handles. So the door handles are replicas of our handle, and he's actually put light switches and all of these things. So it really looks the part. And he uses a rendering software, an architectural rendering software, that makes it look pretty impressive, I would say. Yeah, here I was experimenting with other things to use the space below here. Right? What would I use the space below for? And I don't know. The thing is that because of the height of the bed, it's hard to find furniture that goes from the bottom to the top. Right? Everything is either taller or kind of falls too short. I don't know. You can always put something shorter and like put shit on top. Right? I could put just here some shit, some boxes or whatever the fuck. But I don't know. Yeah, I would want some space to sit, like some sitting area like this, and some storage space, because the problem is that I have a lot of shit. I would have to throw a lot of things. And half of the things that you see here, like the boxes, like this, or this. Yeah, these are like, all of these things used to be on top of my table, right, on my desk. And I put them here to organize them, but I never organized them. Right? I just put them in this box and forgot. Well, not forgot, because I know they're there, but never got around to organizing them. I don't know, it's kind of like this pescadilla que se muerde la cola. Vicious circle thing, right? Yeah. because I don't have the space laid out yet, but I also can't think of actually buying the shit to make the space the way I want until I clean up some of this, right? I don't know. But I don't want to clean it up before I have the... I don't know. Oh, and also I can't buy the things, like I can't buy the standing desk, I can't buy the bed, can't buy the bed, I can't buy all these things until I have money, and I don't have money until and I have kind of all this weight. That's just a feeling, right? But I have a kind of this feeling that I have all this weight that keeps me from making money. I don't know, maybe a dumb sentence, but not quite as much. But I also have some shit I should just throw away, but I don't. Yeah, I guess everyone has some of it. How big is your house? Do you live alone? You said you live alone, right? How about you, Cuadro? Why is your name Cuadro 201, by the way? Because of the NVIDIA cards, NVIDIA Cuadro cards. It's just a one-room apartment plus small bed and kitchen. So one room is one room, living room and or studio apartment with separated bath and kitchen. Because some places call I can't really have more than 2-3 people over. Yeah, this is what I mean, right? A studio, everything is in the same place, but the bedroom is separated. But the bed, wait, you can't see anything. But yeah, here. One room is one room, no separated bed or anything. Okay, yeah, that's called studio, I think. Bath and kitchen are separate. Oh, so the kitchen is separated. I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking. I was thinking, like, where does the bed go? Like, what's the furniture situation and the storage situation and all this, right? Like, do you eat at the kitchen? Do you have a TV? Yeah, because also studio apartments are kind of like this, right? So maybe it's not exactly a studio. And yeah, as you see here, there is no bed. It's like you would have to sleep here or convert the sofa to a bed when you go to sleep. I eat at my desk in front of my PC. I don't have a TV. Also, just another armchair, no sofa. So it's kind of you have a door, for example, here. Then desk in front of the PC, TV, armchair, no sofa. There are separated kitchen and bath. So separated kitchen, boom. Well, maybe something like this, right? Then separated bath, door for the bath, door for the kitchen, because if it's separated, it has a door, I assume. Then yeah, whatever kitchen appliances. Bath, toilet, not sure if shower or bathroom, sink or something like this, probably not exactly like this, but well. And desk and a bed, right? It has a bed always, right? Yeah, so something like desk, boom, boom, and bed. Bathtub with shower head. Okay, like mine. So yeah, bathtub. And then, for example, here in the corner, the armchair. And I assume in the kitchen there must be a little table. Or not, because if you eat at your desk. Interesting. Yeah, pretty small, I guess. You can't have someone over, right? And have dinner. Yeah, I have a bed, desk, one wardrobe. Okay, yeah, wardrobe. And whatever it's called, where you put books. For what I told you, you are pretty accurate. Yeah, I guess there must be some kind of wardrobe, maybe here, right? Maybe the book is where the bookshelf were here, maybe the wardrobe is like here. I don't know. Probably smaller, right? Sorry, probably bigger. Maybe. Kind of like this. Interesting. And right now, you are here, right? In the desk, looking at the monitor. Interesting, I guess. So yeah, I asked this because I didn't know like where did you put things, right? I wouldn't know how to show exactly what it looks like without having to type 20 messages. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, maybe. No, I don't have ChatGPT anymore. Shit. I don't know. Yeah, I wanted to know basically where did you put stuff because you mentioned that you have stuff, right? That you also have stuff that you have want to throw away. So I guess in the wardrobe or in the bookshelf or something, right? Or maybe on top of here or in the kitchen, right? Or maybe there are like small embedded storage somewhere, right? Maybe close to the door here, there is something here, for example, like a cupboard to put the things to clean, or yeah, those things. Oh, you didn't see anything, but that well. But yeah, this is what I said. I said that maybe here, close to the door, there is something, or here, like, on top of the chair, in the basement and on the floor wherever there is room. In the basement, I have a small area. Oh, a basement. Is it a basement? Well, it's like a storage room, right? So it's the basement of the building, right? Not of your particular unit. The basement thing is useful, I would say, for for winter and summer clothes and all these things. You can have a box with summer clothes and kind of rotate. Yeah, basement of the building. I am on the seventh floor. Seventh. How many floors? Eleven. Stock. Yeah, no shut. Oh, okay. Interesting. What about in Lahore? What kind of buildings are there? I dare you to close all the tabs in every Chrome window. I would open them later. Where do you live? Cuadro. What's your house like? Not where, as in where, but as in what the house is like. Like this. Yeah, my view is not as pretty as those. I just see another building. Lol. You can say hi to the neighbor, right? Standard house Lahore. But if I look this up, something like this. Something like this. Actually, I can do this. What does it mean? Look here. I see it. Look, it says. Nice. Marla is a size. Damn, bro. Not bad. I was right in the first days, right? The rich person in Lahore, the rich place. Marla, Pakistan, meaning 25 square meters. And you said 10 Marla. 300 square meters. All right, 250 square meters. Nice. My house right now is 130 square meters. I live in something like this. I mean, I could literally show my houses, but on Google Street View, but just in case I'm not going to do it. You can probably find it in my YouTube videos, but yeah, I guess this is similar to something like this. It's pretty narrow and pretty tall because it has, well, tall. It's not tall, but it has 3 floors, but each floor is pretty small. That's why my room is so small. Because it has 120 meters, which is a decent size, but spread out through 3 spaces. So each space sucks. There's a lot of room for stairs, and yeah, it's actually pretty shit, all things considered, like in a global sense. Spanish house. My house is Spanish and it doesn't look like this. Are there blueprints? How do you say blueprint? Like that, blueprint. Blueprint. And in Pakistan, people live with families usually. Makes sense. How many people do you live with? Five. You, another five. Me with brother. My parents, mom and dad, and my brother sometimes and sometimes not. Because he has a girlfriend, so he sometimes stays there. But yeah, officially he lives here. Plattenbau. I like this actually. Platen is this, right? This kind of. Bien, prefabricado, forjado, prefabricado. Plate panel. Крупно пленное, домостроение. I like them, actually. But yeah, then the units themselves, meh, I don't like them a lot. I don't like studios. Well, it's not that I don't like them, but I like others way more. But I actually like how they look, usually. Platetopia. Munich Neuperlach. Have I been here? Südost. No, I don't think I've ever been here. Oh, Denver Museum is closed. Why? Wait, I think I have been actually in Neuperlach. Is there some kind of Kaufland? No. I think I've been here once. Karl Max ring. Not sure. Interesting. Okay. I'm closing stream now. Thank you for being here. Ooh, boulders. Whoa. That was fucking insane. Looks good in the pictures. So yeah. Auf Wiedersehen.
الوداع الوداع
Alvida.
الوداع
Bouldering school, I am too weak for it, but it looks fun. Yeah, I've done it once or twice. Twice? Twice. And yeah, it was fun, but yeah, I am also too weak for it. But I liked it. Well, bye. До свидания.